Welcome to Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and like always, my husband is here running the cameras in the background doing our graphics. Today is Random Monday, so nothing is listed. Good morning, the Teacup Chap. How are you? You've been waiting all morning. I love discounts. Aren't you going to start a show in 15 minutes? All right, y'all. Good morning, Southern Charm. Wild Daisies. Hello, everybody. Well, we'll come and see you. I love discounts. Give us about an hour or so and we'll be rating into you. Random Monday, everything's behind me. I don't have anything listed. There is stuff in the store. So, good morning, Thrifty Drew. Nicole, how are you, y'all? That is not a name I see too often. If you are not following Thrifty Drew Nicole, go click on her name and check her out. I am so glad you are great. Everybody, she was the first friend that I ever had on Whatnot. I cannot say enough good things about her. So please just click on her name there and check out what she has. And if you like it, please follow her. She is just the sweetest person ever. All right, so we're going to get started. Like I said, random. We're going to do a bunch of low starts. So if you don't know, we do all free shipping here. So anything in the auction, anything in the bin is going to be free shipping. And starting on Saturday, I don't know if we're going to do it every show, but Saturday show is Primitive and Ironstone. And we are going to do free shipping, all dollar starts for the Saturday show. We're kind of getting in that mood. We're going to do a bunch of low starts today. So let's see how this goes. All right. First item up. Let me find something here. Let's start with something just adorable, and we will start this one out for $1. This is a little tiny.
I love discounts. Congrats on the piggy bank.
Oh, yes, y'all. I love discounts. I think you got second, right? You should have got first, but.
And Southern Charm did amazing on Vintage Wars.
Yes, she did. All right. We have a little butter dish or cheese dish, but I went ahead and put one of our little ducks in there. I think this would be so cute if you can get some little figurines and put in there. Absolutely adorable. Let me just change some times as we get started here. We're going to run 10 seconds. And that is up and going. Look at that little duck staring at you. Thank you so much for your bids. Oh, Taco Cat Lady, that's so sweet. And Gwen Music, thank you so much. That is heading to you. All right. This is another cool one here. I love these things. This is brass, and it is an old brass stamp holder. So it looks like a bell, but it's not a bell. If I can find it, there's a little slit right there. And this comes off somehow. I'm not quite sure how. I think you untwist it, but your rolls of stamps used to go in there. I think it's adorable. And it is brass. And that is up and going. Little brass stamp holder. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, that is heading to you. Thank you very much. We're just going to clear one shelf at a time. We're going to do a ton of dollar starts this morning because you know what? I feel like it. All right. Look at this one. Look how pretty this is. The blues and the greens on there. I love the flowers that are on there. Perfect condition. And it's smaller than a celery dish. I'm trying to see who makes it. My old eyes cannot read that. But it is beautiful. No chips or cracks. Let's give you a quick measurement here. It is about 9 inches long. And that's up and running. Thanks so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, thank you very much. You guys, if you have not heard, there is a community, kind of like a raid train thing going around. It's by JJ Shopper and CG Boomerang Echo. And it is all these shows in the community, and you're supposed to show something that, like, teach people something that's not like a Whatnot topic. So tomorrow night I'm on, I think I have it for around 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. And I'm going to be talking about, it says taxes, but it's going to be like on your 1099K, how to understand if you get one, how to know when you have to file taxes or claim that income, all of that good stuff. So check that out. All right, we have a Nippon here. This is hand painted. So Nippon automatically means it is an antique from the early 1900s. Beautiful gold design. I love that it's divided and it has this little handle on it. All of these, unless I say otherwise, are in perfect condition. That is 7 inches in diameter. And that is up and going right now. It is a beautiful piece. Thank you so much for your bids. And Southern Charm, congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
normally have like a cart right next to me. I put things on, but I don't have it, so I'm having to walk all the way over there. All right, we have another, is this Nippon? We do, it is Nippon. And look at this one, it has 3 feet. Everything is better with 3 feet. Thank you so much. I just found this at the thrift store yesterday. I was super excited about it. I'm like, I switch out risers. Like I'll use a riser for like, I don't know, 2 months, and then I find another one and I keep switching. So, so this is another Nippon, and it has the 3 feet, which I just love. And has a real pretty, almost like a field, hand-painted field designs around there. Beautiful yellow, very fall-like. And that's going now. It is just about 6 3/4. Thrifty Jew Nicole, correct. Nippon is the original name for Japan. And so then what happened in around 1921, I want to say, I may be off a year or two, early 1920s, the McKinley Tariff Act was passed, and they could no longer just put Nippon. Any imports had to list the actual country name. And that's when you start to see around the early 1920s where it starts to say Japan on there. So yes, very good piece of history.
By the way, I love discounts. We found something that you made like, but I don't know when she's gonna bring it up on the show.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, I did. Thank you, Southern Charm. That is going to you. Y'all, if you like hens on the nest, I have some hens on the nest. Not my battle item. I'll show that later. But yesterday I picked up 6 hens on the nest, and 3 of them glow. 3 of them look like they are on fire. They are amazing. They're going to be in upcoming shows, so kind of keep an eye out. We're going to spread them out. I have 2 that are pink hens on the nest, but they're not that see-through, not the clear pink. They're like a milk glass pink. They're gorgeous. And then I said a couple of other ones. No bunnies on the nest that glow, but I may be able to get one. I got it. I made a contact yesterday. I got the phone number, the whole bit. Like I made a legit contact, in person, real life contact that I can go buy them from. So I'll let you know if there are any. All right. This one is going to be for 2 plates. So these are a little bit newer. They're not quite vintage. I would say probably late 80s, early 90s. So I guess if it's late 80s, that would be vintage, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. Maybe the early 2000s. I don't know. I'm not going with straight up vintage on these, but they're beautiful. They're just decorative because it says not for food use on the back. But you get 2 of them, and I really like that the flowers are kind of the same but different there, so they do match. And they're such pretty fall colors. They're in perfect shape, and they're nice and heavy plates, but they'd be great to hang on a wall. And we're going to run those for 5 because there is 2 of them, and they're a little bit heavier. Thank you so much for your bid. And Grammy Dawn, that is your first purchase. Congratulations, and thank you so much. Let's do this butter dish. This is a Feltzgraff butter dish.
See you in a bit. I love discounts.
Yep, see you in a little bit. And thank you for telling people to buy all my stuff. Thank you. All right. This is a beautiful Feltzgraff. Look at this. I don't know why I'm obsessed with butter dishes. I probably have I have more butter dishes than I have butter at my house right now. But I really like this one. I love this Feltzgraff pattern with just those really little delicate pastel-y type flowers on there. It is in perfect condition. And that is going now. $1 and free shipping. Southern Charm, thank you so much. When we get about halfway through, I'll pull out my battle item. All right, this is so pretty here. I actually think this may have come from I Love Discounts. They did a whole bunch of vintage shows, and I did a lot of sourcing with them. On the back, it says a wedding gift, 1952. So this is a metal. I do not know what kind of metal, but it's nice and firm. It's not like a thin, bendy metal. Beautiful metal tray. And in the center there, it has like some, I'm going to say those are irises, but they're flowers. Either way, I'm not sure if I'm getting it right. And it has that hammered look to it. Very beautiful metal tray. And it is a good 12.5 inches long. And that is up and running. Welcome in if you are just joining. Thanks so much.
By the way, Southern Charm, I love the quilt. Thank you.
Previously mentioned, that is heading to you. Thank you so much. If you are just sliding in here, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a bunch of names pop in. My name's Tracy. You have landed at Zoe's Treasures, where we do free shipping on everything. And we are moving towards dollar starts. So we're doing a ton of low starts today. We've got a couple things that are regular, but we got a lot of low starts. All right, let's do some plates. I have miscellaneous plates here. This one, if you are rusty crusty, if you are rusty crusty or kind of that primitive decor style, this is stained and crazed and absolutely gorgeous. It is so pretty. I want to say, Southern Charm, you have one almost similar to this. I think you bought one from me, kind of like this at one point. Oops, we're not doing 15. We're doing 1. There we go. Up and running. It is a dinner plate size, nice and stained, 9 inches. Would look so pretty with your ironstones or your Crocs. And Southern Charm, thank you so much. We have just a couple more plates that we're going to run through. Look at this one. This is almost like a serving platter. It probably is a serving platter because dinner plates usually don't have your little handle on the edges there. This one is Limoges. So wonderful, well-known Limoges. No chips or cracks. Love the greens and the little delicate baby pink flowers on there. It is absolutely so pretty. There is a little bit of paint wear around the gold handles there, but that's to be expected of something of its age. Let me give you a quick 10-inch diameter, and that is up and running. Look at the edges too. It has just not quite scalloped. Oh, there is a little chippy, y'all. Sorry, I just saw that. If you want to cancel, feel free. I just noticed it. But if you do want to cancel, I will totally honor that. So just so you know, it is. I just saw it. It is right here, a little chip. So if you want to cancel, I am totally okay. I will honor that cancellation. But thank you for your purchase. And Wild Wild Daisies and Grammy Dawn, you both just unlocked Hummingbird. Well, I'm trying to number this really quick before I forget. If you guys are unlocking your tiers, thank you so much, Dana. I appreciate it. If you're unlocking tiers, go up here, get your coupons. You can use them in today's show. And I would say any future show, but we are at the quarter mark where Whatnot rolls over the rewards. So I think you have until like the end of the first week of September to use the current coupons. All right, the end of our plates here, we have 2. Now these are Noritake, which came after Nippon, so Nippon merged into Noritake. This is the gold vine pattern, and I really love these for the fall because they just have the blues and the golds. So it's a little detour from the rusty colors, but very fall-like. There are no chips or cracks. You're going to get 2 plates. These are dinner size, so you're good 10, just over 10-inch size. We're going to run both of those plates for $3, up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. I'm going to get some coffee. Have you guys all had your coffee yet this morning? Leah, thank you so much. That's heading to you.
Thank you.
All right, where are we? What is next? Welcome in, you guys. All right, let's just keep moving. We're going to clear one shelf at a time. Look at this little beauty. This is a tiny little teapot. It has my string on it. I'll get the string off. There we go. Look at this tiny little teapot. It is hand painted and you can actually feel the paint on there. It is just adorable, little collector one. It is porcelain. It's in perfect condition. And this is also a Nippon. So this is a antique, hand painted, really miniature teapot. And that is up and going. I love the design on there. Nice brown colors. Thank you so much for your bids. Sometimes it just amazes me that we find these pieces that are over 100 years old and they're in perfect condition. Remember when first purchase. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And on Random Mondays, you never know what you're going to get. Were you just thinking that, Taco Cat Lady? Yeah, I just say, like nowadays things just fall apart. Like I buy something now and it doesn't last. So I was just saying, it is Random Monday. So we have a mix of everything, right? We're doing a lot of porcelain, but if I look behind me, we really do have a mix. So hang around because you don't know what's coming up next. This is like a vanity tray. It could also be used to like put on a fancy cream and sugar set. So many uses. You can set it next to a sink for your sponges. Do not know who makes it. I am guessing this is like a Bavaria, probably like a Bavaria, 9.5 by about 6 inches. And that is up and running now. No chips or cracks in that one. That one's a great one. Thanks for your bids. And D Spone, first purchase. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
I have 3 of these sets, and we're going to do them individually. This is Johnson Brothers. So many of you probably recognize the name Johnson Brothers as being very popular for their ironstone. So Johnson Brothers is out of England. I do not think these are ironstone. At least it doesn't say that anywhere on them. But it is Johnson Brothers. And what you're going to get... thank you. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, you don't know what's going to come next.
Hey, Tim. Good morning.
So we have a coffee or a teacup. They're all crazed and stained. So beautiful, though. No chips or cracks, but crazed and stained. And then you get your teacup saucer. And on the back, it does say Johnson Brothers. I think it says Old English, too. And then you also get a larger, kind of like a dessert plate or dessert saucer there. And I love that they're square. So you're going to get all 3 pieces. And that is the yellow. I also have this in 2 other colors coming up next. Let's do like this so you can kind of see all 3 pieces. Maybe. There we go. Up and running. Thank you so much for your bids. And the teacup trap, that set is heading to you. Let's do the other 2 sets that I have today. The next one is a pale yellow or a creamy, more of a creamy color. So it's exactly the same as far as the 3 pieces you get. And look I love when the cups have, I don't know, can we see it? I love when the cups have something on the inside. I'm like a little kid. I get all excited when there's something on the inside. So again, the same type of set. It's just a little bit creamier of a color. It's not as vibrant yellow as the last one that we had. But you're going to get all 3. And those are up and running. Thank you so much for your bids. And Jenny, that is a first purchase. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this last one is a tad bit mismatched. So the cup and the teacup saucer is is green. It's like a mint green. And again, it has my little surprise. I love those. And then the saucer itself, the larger one, is more blue. So if I hold them up next to each other, you can see the difference in color. I just could not find that matching piece, that 3rd piece. But I am going to put all 3 of those together, and we're going to run it for $1 free shipping. And it is up and going, all 3 of those pieces. Thanks for your bids. And Darby's Cottage, and that is a first purchase. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
Let's see here. We are clearing our shelves. I love it. Look at this piece of pottery. This is absolutely, get my little tag on there. Gorgeous piece of pottery. I love it. It is substantial, nice and thick. It is signed by M somebody. I cannot read that. There is a signature there on the bottom, but it is beautiful. Look at how they have like the applied leaves going around the top there, and your 2 handles fully glazed on the inside if you wanted to use it for a vase. Love the colors for the fall. And we're going to start that guy out at $3, up and going. Thanks for your bids. It is a great piece. It is so pretty. But I'm a big pottery like person too. Southern Charm, thank you so much. That is heading to you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ramona Y. Y'all, Ramona Y. I'm not seeing any other names. If I'm missing you, if you are here and you are in the new seller surge this week, throw your emojis in there. Wednesday night, so at the last Wednesday of every month, I run a new seller raid train. It's in the evening from 6 to 8. It's actually 5:40. I kick it off early, and then it's 6 to 8 are the new sellers. Ramona is one of our new sellers. Mary Tom is in there too. Yep, I didn't see you pop in here. So please come check us out this Wednesday for 2 hours. Each seller gets 20 minutes, and I just love having the new sellers on there, and it's cross-category. So we have a little, sometimes it's clothing, jewelry, vintage, and just showing new seller support. So it's just a great way to support the support and welcome people to Whatnot. Okay, so this is a little bit different. This is more of an Asian themed print, and they are kind of naked, but not totally naked. Nothing's showing that shouldn't be showing. So it is more of an Asian themed print. This came in a bunch of auction stuff that I picked up. So I'm like, you know what? It may be something that somebody likes. It is under glass. It is a really pretty print if that is your decor style. The frame itself, this is what, like a 10.5 by about 8.5. And that's up and going. It does have a little hanger thing on the back, so you could hang it up. Thanks so much for looking at that one. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this guy does have a call out. I almost just dumped it. Usually when I do find chips and they're not like high end pieces, if I find chips, I'll usually just put it in my Goodwill pile. But this one was a Lenox, and it's the butterfly pattern. So I'm like, you know what? Somebody still may want this because it is a popular collector item. So it is a coffee teacup by Lenox. And of course, you've got the beautiful butterflies on there, which I think is just so pretty. This would even look good if you put some plants in there, like a little greenery on your windowsill. And then, of course, on the inside, you got a little ladybug in there. How adorable. The chip is right here. So there is a little chippy right there. And it is Black Label Lenox. And we're going to run it $1 free shipping. Up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. And Southern Charm, that's going to you. I was wondering if the butterflies would catch your attention on that one. All right, we have, these are Japan. They're wood salt and pepper shakers from Japan. And they remind me of the little like nesting dolls, but they don't nest. They're actually salt and pepper shakers. They have holes there in the top. They do have their little stoppers on the bottom. And I want to say one's kind of chunky and one's kind of thin. I think it's supposed to be like the man and the woman. They're adorable though. $1 up and going. Thanks so much for your bids. Weeble Wobbles, they do, remember when they do look like Weeble Wobbles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Maudie, thank you so much. I'm totally aging myself there. I think anybody under maybe 20 probably doesn't even know what a Weeble Wobble was. Honey, did you play with them? Did you have those in Mexico? So my husband doesn't know what they are, but he's not under 20, just saying. That would be a little weird. All right. We have a tiny little creamer. This is so cute. Just your simple plain white. You can never go wrong with the simple plain white creamer. Have no idea who makes it. It's a nice thick ceramic piece. We're going to run it for $1. Up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. And Megan Thrift, and that's a first purchase for you. Thank you so much and congratulations. All right, we've got a couple pottery pieces we will do here. So this one's really nice. This is by Ellen. I'm sure it's like a studio piece that, you know, she just made practicing. But I love stuff like this because you can use them for plants. You can use them next to your sink or just use them as little trinket dishes. Put them on a stack of books. So I like the greens on this one. It's a real simple design. 5 inches in diameter. $1 free shipping, and it is going now. Thanks so much for your bid. And Melissa, thank you so much. All right, so I hope you guys let me know you enjoying dollar starts, free shipping, if it's something you like. I'm kind of thinking if I was a buyer, that would be something I would like. Make sure you come and see me on Saturday. I'm not done. I got a whole nother side here. Just take a little break. Come see me on Saturday. Thank you so much, Michelle, Ramona. On Saturday, I am doing primitive. It is my curated Saturday show. I've got some great primitives. I have a good selection of ironstone I'll be pulling out for that show. All dollar starts. I wasn't going to pre-list, but I have decided I am going to pre-list a bunch of the items so you can get pop in the show probably by around Thursday and get a good feel for what's coming. So we'll see you then. Definitely. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I ultimately want to be a seller that does all dollar starts, all free shipping, and vintage. So, okay, this is a gorgeous one. I have actually had this exact bowl before, and I love it. It is the quilt pattern. Ironstone is your, oh, well, you got to come see me. I do have some good ironstone coming up on Saturday. So, all right, so we have it's like the quilted look, and I love the ruffled edge. It is your green, like your emerald green glass. And of course you got that beautiful, it looks like a little flower base. It is metal, it's gold, but I'm sure it's not real gold, gold colored metal. This one stands 4 inches and is about 5-inch diameter, and it just looks so fancy to me. And that is up and running now. Thank you so much for your bids. Such a pretty piece. I love that quilted glass. Michelle Finds Thrifts, and that is a first purchase for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's do another pottery piece here. So this one you can put a candle in, and actually somebody has put a candle in it already because it is kind of black in there. There's you could tell it's had a candle in it. But I love this pottery piece. You have your desert scene. You look like your agave plants on there. And then you've got the cutouts where you would see that candle glowing. So pretty. Is it signed? Nah, there's something on there on the bottom, but I don't know what that means. It's about 3.5 inches tall. Oops. Well, let me type the right number there. All right, we are up and running with that. I'm over here stealing sips of coffee while these things are running. Maudie, thank you so much. That is heading to you. Congratulations on that one. Okay. This is this one's Noritake. I thought it was going to be Nippon, but this one is Noritake. So this is probably, I'm guessing, because it has that Art Deco-y look, probably around the 40s or 50s. Really pretty, that lusterware orange going on there. Double-handled serving bowl. I am going through these shelves pretty fast. Yeah, I'm surprising myself. But absolutely gorgeous. It has like bouquets of pink flowers going around there. Really like this one. I have this kind of like a 7-inch obsession with lusterware. Even though I don't collect it, it catches my eye no matter, every single time I see it, I'm drawn to it. And that is up and going. Thanks so much for your bids. And Melissa, that is heading your way.
Thank you.
All right, let's do a brass piece. This is so pretty. What did I miss? Melissa, unlock the hawk tier. You guys, if you are unlocking, here's something else. Mine, okay. Real quick, if you are unlocking tiers, our top 3 tiers, Cardinal, Hawk, and Owl, they're not super difficult to get to. I think we made our rewards pretty easy to climb up the ladder there. The top 3 rewards members, are not top 3, top 3 tiers, Cardinal, Hawk, and Owl, are invited to a rewards members only show on the last day of the month or close to the last day of the month. If you are in one of those levels and you click on my shows, it will appear for you. You'll see it's called Appreciation Rewards Members Show. And that show, we do stuff different. It's more of a claim and bundle show, so it is very different than your typical auction. And you get first crack at everything I've curated all month. So everything I've bought this month, getting ready for September, you get first crack at it if you're in one of those tiers. Okay, brass pineapple. It is like a trinket dish, so it comes off. This is 100% brass. It has some really good weight to it. A little bit of patina on there. You can kind of see it in the leaves of the pineapple piece there. I love this though. I just love the look of the pineapple. I got to line up I'll never get it right. Line up the lines. We're going to run that for just $1. Up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. Do I have it upside down? Oh, what? No, I don't. No, you're supposed to. I have no clue. Oh, you're just messing, Michelle. See, people who know me, people who have been around a bit. If you are new here, let me just explain. Things go over my head. I am so into my show that I like miss everything. The Crow's Nest, sometimes Southern Charm. People throw stuff out, and they're like cracking up at me. But that's okay. It's entertaining.
Thank you.
Great crowd, Ramona.
Thank you, Ramona. That is heading to you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This one's from my personal collection. I realized it, but it took me a good, minute there before everything clicked in my head. All right. So this guy is from my personal collection. So I have collected amberglass for quite a while. And I had so much on a shelf that the shelf started coming off the wall. So I had to take it all down and decided that I'm not going to put as much back up. So I'm parting with some of my amberglass. This is, if you have a gentleman in your life who likes to fish, or maybe you just like to collect it. But this is a gorgeous amberglass fish. I love amberglass too.
She does too.
I have so much amberglass. I love it. It's my favorite glass. So this one is just really cute. No chips or cracks on it. It's in great condition. Out of my personal collection, 5 inches tall. And that's going now. Thanks for your bids. And Marie Wall, that's a first purchase. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There will be more amberglass coming as the weeks go on, as I start to clear things out. So if that's your thing, there is more coming. All right, let me just edit. Good morning, Reclaim Vintage. Let me just edit my listing here because I keep having to change the price, and I'm just going to make it easy on myself. All right. I don't know what I just did. Okay. Here are a set of Japan owls. They're not American owls. They're your Japan owls. This is porcelain salt and pepper shakers. They're owls, obviously, in perfect condition. They both have their stoppers, and they are marked to Japan on the bottom. And I love how their eyes are just kind of like sticking out of their head looking at you. And those are up and going. I had these. This is another piece out of my personal collection. I actually had them separate, and I displayed them separately just because I thought they looked cool. You don't have to put them together. Southern Charm, heading to you. Your husband is going to love that.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Tim.
All right, you guys. Let's see if I can get this.
That's not nice.
See if I can
Miss
pull this
Michelle.
label off so you can see it here. This is hand-blown glass piece. I'm never up this or saying. Oh, thank you so much. Oddball Era, well, I am happy that you are up and you got to catch us. Please come back again. If you don't know, so Tim Bogus right there is Michelle's husband, and he hates owls. So we have this whole like kind of thing going every time I show owls that Michelle, our Southern Charm, needs to buy them.
I'll make sure I'll hide them.
All right, y'all, look at this piece of glass. This is like a swirled hand-blown glass. Look at that top of it. It is so unique, so pretty. There is a label I'm trying to read. It says handmade Becraft, B-E-C-R-A-F-T. And I can't read what's underneath. It's too little. But it is stunning. It is so pretty. It does have an applied handle. Gorgeous oranges. I just love the top of it. Stands about 7 inches tall. And that is up and going for just $1 and free shipping. Previously mentioned, that is heading to you. Congratulations. That is a great pickup. All right,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Like I'm going to steal I Love Discounts line. If you like dollar starts and free shipping, tap the screen, put up some hearts. Let's get that going. Get some more people in here to enjoy it. All right, this is not the first time that I have shown this one. So we are going to run it for $1. Oh, it does, doesn't it? You're so right. If you're not tapping your napping, I love it. I love it, Michelle. All right, you guys, we're going to run this one for $1. So this set is actually really collectible. It is Kaiser, K-A-I-S-E-R, made in Germany. You get the little bowl that has the fish on there. And then you get the matching cup plus a free piece of string. Oh, I'm going to keep the string. There you go. With the bird. And that is my favorite part. I just love the bird. So you get the whole little set, 2 pieces for $1, up and running. Thanks so much for your bids. If you are just joining, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. Oddball Era, that's a first purchase, and that is heading to you. Thank you so much. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. We are
Thank you.
free shipping. My name is Tracy. We are doing free shipping. It's we moved to free shipping back in the middle of June. We're going to keep up with it, and we are heading and doing mostly dollar starts. So today is pretty much all dollar starts, but we hope to get there where everything is dollar starts. So welcome in. All right, look at this piece. This is a unique piece. I think it's like, it reminds me of a gondola, like, where are the gondolas? Like a Venice, there you go. Slipped my mind. Like in Venice, that's what it reminds me of. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but it looks like it has the back of the boat there. It is a glass piece. It is so pretty that it's not flash. That red is like in the middle of the glass there. Just an absolute stunning piece. May have been an ashtray. I'm not too sure. I think it would just be a great accent piece. It is about 14 inches long. It's in mint condition and it is gorgeous. We're going to put it like this to try to get it in the camera. Oh, maybe like this. I don't know. It's up and running. And Albert, thank you so much. And that's a first purchase for you. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
The other thing I have not mentioned yet, we have a couple shelves though. We have about 2.5 shelves left for today. The other thing I have not mentioned, if you buy 3 or more items in any show, any items from auction, bin, whatever, 3 or more items, you will get a special coupon in your box for any future purchase. So just putting that out there. All right, this is another piece from my personal collection. You've got your amber top hat. This is in mint condition. It still has the antique store tag on there that I never took off, but it is a perfect little amber. The bottom is kind of thicker glass, but then it gets thinner around the top. Top hat, that stands what, about 3 inches, about 2.5 inches tall. And that's going now. Thanks so much for your bids. You could probably even put an air plant in something like that. Albert, thank you, heading your way.
Thank you.
Okay, look at this guy. So there is a call out on this, but we're going to run it for $1. So it's going to be well worth it. If you like Rusty Crusty, if you like stained up, this may be a piece to add to your collection with your Crocs. It looks so gorgeous with it. So we do have this beautiful coffee pot here. Now I'm sure you can see it right there. I'll take the lid off so you can see it closer, but there is a chip right there. It is so pretty though. It is crazed and it is stained. And it is just stunning with those vibrant colors on there. Look at the inside. Let's see if we can see it. You can kind of see all that staining in there. So pretty. This is that chip. So right there you can see it, what you're looking at. There's the bottom. And let me tell you who makes it. It is Stuberville. It says, I think if I'm reading it right, Stuberville Ivory is what it says there on the bottom. Then you've got your top. Gorgeous flowers there, no chips or cracks on the top, just a ton of crazing and a ton of staining in that one chip, which I'm going to face the camera so you can absolutely see it. Let me give you a quick height before I hit run. It is about 8 inches to the top of this handle. And that is up and going. It is an absolutely stunning piece. That would look so good with your Crocs or your ironstone. And remember when again. Thank you so much. That is heading to you. Beautiful, beautiful piece.
Thank you.
We have another brass piece here. And this is to me like a really cool like man cave thing. I don't know, it could be for anywhere, but it's for pocket change. It actually says pocket change up there on the top. It is brass. It has a ton of patina on it. And it has some good weight for the size of it. You can actually feel the weight on it. It's about 6 inches long. And that's going now. Pocket change, little brass pocket change piece. Put it by your front door. And Tanya's Timeless Treasures, that is first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, look at these. The little like duck baskets, animal baskets never disappoint me. They always, somebody always wants them. They are so adorable. And you're going to get 2 of them. So we've got this one here. Little wooden beak, has both of his eyes, but it looks like his feet are wheels. It is so cute. And then we got the little baby here that sits more like a normal basket. Again, the little wooden beaks has both of its eyes. And they're just little guys. Let me just kind of give you they're about 4 inches long. Up and going. They're so cute. Thank you for your bids. And Albert, that's heading to you. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
Let's do a little piece of pottery. This would be so good for your printer's trays because it's nice and thin. So it's narrow, I guess would be the proper word. And it's purple. How often do you see purple glaze? Not very often. So you've got purple with the, is that green or blue? With greens kind of flowing through there. And it is like a little bud vase. A little piece of pottery. It is not signed. 3 inches long And as far as being wide, it's like maybe a half an inch wide. Perfect size. If you have a thicker space on your printer's tray, that would look really good. That would also go under a cloche really well because of the size of it. And Karen, thank you so much. That is heading to you. And that is a first purchase for you also. Congratulations.
Thank you.
With Christmas coming, all right, with Christmas coming, I have 2 wooden trees. And when you get 3 purchases, any 3 purchases, when I'm packing orders, you get a 20% off coupon in your box for any future show. So I'd run moving towards dollar starts. It gives you a chance to maybe bid on something that's a higher cost that might not use otherwise. It is also good. You can use that for anything from the store. So I do have certain items that are just super high-end items or ones that are too big to ship for free. Those are in my store. You can use it there. And I do a reverse auction. So if none of you have ever been to a reverse auction, check out my shows. I do them once about every 5 to 6 weeks. And a reverse auction is for like the really like super high-end glass, all the fancy stuff I reserve for that auction. But that's a great time to use your coupons also, because those are usually a little bit higher cost items. All right, so we have 2 wooden trees. These would be perfect to add to a vignette, put in like under a cloche, just tucked into your Christmas decor somewhere. They're wooden trees. That's what they are. Like trees are wood anyways, but they are wood carved as trees. Okay, I'm just going to run them. They're up and going. Wooden trees just sounded kind of weird to me because aren't all trees wood? And a Monster Mama first purchase heading your way. Thank you so much. How about a paperweight? Does anybody like paperweights? I think I have 2 today. So I have this guy first. This is a green, and it looks to me like what are those fish? Jellyfish. That's what it looks like on the inside, as a jellyfish to me. This one does not glow, and this isn't necessarily a call out. There's a spot here, and it looks like a chip, but it's nice and smooth, like it was made that way. So there's a spot right there. I can feel it, but there's no roughness, no sharpness. So I'm pretty sure it was made that way. Very rough pontil on the bottom. No signatures. Stands probably about 3.5 inches tall. And that is up and running. Thanks so much for your bids. That's a really cool one. I like the thing on the inside. Reminds me of that jellyfish. Oddball Era heading your way. Thank you, thank you. Let's do the other paperweight. While we're on paperweights, I have one more. And this one to me is perfect for the fall because look at the colors on this guy. It is a whole mismatch of yellows and oranges going on in there, and some really cool big old bubbles in this one. Very smoothed out bottom, so it's not rough at all. Very smoothed out bottom. And this guy stands a little bit taller, about 4.5 inches. Well, good morning, One Handyman. I am doing good. How are you today? And it is up and running. $1 free shipping. Thank you so much for your bids. And Busy Bloomers, that is heading to you. I love that name. That is such an adorable name. Do you guys like Tonala? If I don't say Tonala right, Tonala. If I don't say it right, my Hispanic husband glares at me. But we have a little Tonala owl. How adorable. I found it and I thought, Mr. Southern Charm needs an owl. That's what I thought. It is so cute. Of course,
Negative.
we have the beautiful markings on the back. It is not a Ken Edwards, but that's okay. And he's 2 3/4 inches tall. Up and running. $1.
Miss Michelle staring at you, saying, no, no.
And Albert, that's going to you. Congratulations. Tim, you are safe for now.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to run these two together. So this here is a little cheese crock. Is it the accent that makes a difference? It is. It totally. And he we've been married, what, almost 5 years now? No, we've been married 3, together 5. We actually forgot. Our last anniversary was in July, our last wedding. Totally forgot. It was like the last day of July, and I looked at it and I'm like, hey, wait, wasn't our anniversary a couple weeks ago? It was awful.
She forgot. I didn't.
Well, he didn't buy me nothing. No, well, it was after the fact. Anyways, we have a little cheese crock here. Just a cute, tiny little crock. On the bottom, it says Dutcher Cheese, New York, is what it says on the bottom. He is fired. And then we have this guy. I went back and forth on what this was. I'm going with a toothpick holder. I thought it was an insulator. I couldn't find anything on it. It says something Plex on the bottom, so there are some markings on it. It is pottery, so both of them are pottery. We're going to run them together. They're going now. You get both pieces, a little cheese crock and what I think is a toothpick holder. If anybody knows what that is, busy bloomers heading your way, let me know. I'd be interested in learning. I couldn't find out a whole lot when I was trying to research it. But then again, I didn't spend a lot of time researching it. So maybe if I looked longer, I would have found it. All right. We have some milk glass here. I have 2 milk glass pieces today. This is, I want to say Westmoreland, but it is not marked. It is your grape and leaf pattern. Candy dish, planter, so many uses. Beautiful. Look at the scalloped edge. Always makes your milk glass pretty. 5 inches tall. And that is up and going. $1 free shipping. And Michelle Fines, that is heading to you. Congratulations. Our
Thank
other
you.
milk glass piece, let me pull it out, is actually a 2-piece set. I don't know if they go together, but they looked good to me, so I put them together. So we have probably a teacup saucer, but I like it because this vase fits right in the middle and looks so pretty with it. So I put them together. So this is a, I don't know if this could actually be classified as a swung vase. Maybe it is, maybe a smaller swung vase, or stretch vase maybe is a proper term. You've got the beautiful ruffles at the top, little bit of grape and leaf on the bottom. This one is Westmoreland for sure because it does have the Westmoreland mark. And that is, it stands 11 1/4 inches. And then this is a Westmoreland, like I said, the little probably teacup saucer, but they look so good together. It fits just perfect in that centerpiece. And that is up and running for $1. Thank you for your bid. Southern Charm, heading to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. This one's more of a in remembrance type piece, but I thought with September 11th coming up soon, has a little red case to it. It is one of those glass pieces, and I know you're not going to be able to see the picture in there, but it is one of those like little glass paperweights, and it has a picture of the Twin Towers, and it says, September 11th, we will remember forever. So just thought with the September 11th coming, I'm going to try to put the red behind it so maybe you can see it that way. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Up and running for $1. It only stands a couple of inches, if that, maybe 2 inches tall. It is that time of year. I can't believe it's been so many years since that historic event. A Monster Mama, that is heading to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's do another piece of brass. This one was unique. This was another I Love Discounts piece here. It is a ram. Look at that. It is a brass ram. Look at those horns. Love them. Nice long horns on there. Little figurine. Stands about 3 inches tall. And it is up and going. And that is brass. I picked up a bunch of brass. So you're going to see more brass pieces popping up on Mondays as we move along the weeks here. Michelle Fines, that is going to you. I picked up a huge, like one of them big Rubbermaid things full of brass. So more and more will be coming as I sort my way through it. We have a sugar and creamer, another one out of my personal collection. Oh, okay. Another one out of my personal collection. Before we do this, my husband's reminding me it's been a little while. If you've already heard this, my apologies. But if you're new in the room and you have not heard yet, we are making the move. It is a hat box, one handyman. We are making the move to be a totally Dollar Start seller. So we already do free shipping. Today we're doing a lot of Dollar Starts. Just I hadn't really planned it, but I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's do Dollar Starts today. So we're doing Dollar Starts. But I have my first curated show, primitive and a ton of ironstone, a little bit of salvage on Saturday, 4 p.m. Totally Dollar Starts. I will be listing stuff by the end of the week, so you can pop in, put pre-bids, or take a look and see if there's anything in there that catches your eye. All right, we have personal collection. This is a sugar and creamer. It is in mint condition. Do not know, I want to say imperial glass, but I'm not 100% sure. That would be a good educated guess. Scalloped edge, it's your open sugar bowl and your creamer. It's nice, thick glass, so may even be Fostoria. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, it's either imperial or Fostoria. And it is amber glass, but it's that more yellowy amber glass instead of the darker brown. But we're going to run the set for $1. Up and going. Thank you for your bids. I want to take a picture now. I'm going to find out which one it is. Lisa Mill, that is going to you. Congratulations. I need to I need to satisfy my curiosity if it's Fostoria or imperial glass. All right, we have a few more things here. Let's go ahead and do this really quick. This is a little off of vintage, but you may have noticed in my bin I have a ton of children's books. So if you have a kid in your life, an early reader, I have a ton in the bin, and I thought I would grab some out because I have so many that I need to get through. But this is a whole set of Magic Treehouse books. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Magic Treehouse books. They are all reading levels around 2, if that makes sense. So we're going to do like this, all different titles. Run them for $1. You get all 10 up and going. I'm going to try to, all different titles, so 10 different books. Thank you so much for your bids. And Maudie, that is going to you. Great pickup. Let me just slip all these back in this baggie so I can keep them together. If you guys know of any teachers or just maybe, somebody that has kids at that age level, send them my way. I'm more than happy to make great deals. Like I said, I have a ton of books that I'm trying to move. Okay, this one, I'm going to run for $1, but it is well worth a lot more. So I had another piece like this earlier. This is the Rare Lennox Christmas set with the blue holly. So you normally don't see the blue holly in anything but the Lennox. Good morning. How are you, Kate? So you have the cardinal with the blue holly on there. Bless This Home Christmas piece. It is your gold stamp Lennox. Gorgeous serving tray. Let me give you some quick measurements. Trimmed in gold, 11 inches by about 7.5. Up and going for just $1. $1, free shipping. Thank you so much for your bids. And Southern Charm heading your way. This is a beautiful piece. That of all the Christmas dishes and stuff, that is my absolute favorite pattern because I'm just stuck on that blue holly. All right, we only have a couple more items. So if there's anything in the bin that you want to see, now's the time to ask, because I have about 5 more things and then we're going to go raid I Love Discounts. Okay, I've had this piece for a minute. This is actually 2 separate pieces. This is a pottery bowl that's so pretty. I actually have my tag. Can't rip my tag off. So pretty. The blue is just gorgeous with those vibrant flowers. And then, of course, you got the flowers all the way around. There is a few, like, I can't feel them, but like the paints wore off on some spots, but I don't feel it. So they're not like nicks. And then you get this metal holder. You can separate it. You can do whatever with the 2 pieces, but the bowl fits just perfect inside the metal holder like that. It is 8.5-inch diameter, and that is up and going for just $1. Thank you for your bids. I love the coloring on here. The oranges and blues are so beautiful. Remember when again? Thank you so much. That is heading to you. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
All right. We have another China piece here. Let's see. This is another Nippon. So another antique bowl. This one's very dainty in the white, double-handled, with kind of like another pink and blue flower design going around there. So this is a real dainty little one. Smaller size serving bowl, 6.5 inches, up and running. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate it, you guys. Thanks so much for coming to the show today, too. Especially so early on a Monday morning. And a Monster Mama, thank you so much. Heading your way.
Thank you.
All right, this is a fun piece. If you like MCM, I love MCM. Look at this lamb. Look at how cute. This is technically an ashtray, but I say this every time I come across an ashtray. You don't have to use it as an ashtray. It is so stinking cute, though. Look at that lamb. It is in perfect condition. I don't know who makes it because there is no maker's mark on there, but it is so cute. Black, white, gold, 7-inch square. And that is up and running right now. Thanks so much for your bid on that. And Southern Charm, congratulations. Every time I see lambs or sheep or anything like that, I think of CLM Farm. You guys know CLM Farm? She's another seller, and she has, or does she have goats? Maybe she has goats. But it always makes me think of her and her goats. All right, we have another pottery piece, and this is gorgeous. This is probably another studio piece. I can't read who makes it. It is signed there on the bottom. Yes, JoJo Pops. And it's just really pretty. It has natural colors. So you have like your tans on there, and then you've got just a really pop of blue going on the inside. This one is 6-inch diameter, stands about 2.5 inches tall, up and running for just $1. Thank you so much for your bids. And Busy Bloomers, heading to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Last piece of the day, y'all. Last piece here. Well, we'll try to do, actually I have one more that didn't sell earlier. We'll see if anybody wants it. Thank you so much. All right, we have this little guy. It is, what is this called? Articulated or reticulated? I don't know. Reticulated makes me think of snakes. So that's why I never think that's correct. I don't know what it's called. It's the one with the cutout. Really pretty. I'm trying to read the back here. I cannot read that maker's mark on the back, but it has almost that iridescent kind of look going on in there with the purple flowers. 6 inches, up and running for $1. Andy Spoon, thank you so much. That is heading to you. All right, you guys, I'm going to do this last little art piece. It wasn't popular before, but that's okay because maybe there's somebody else in here who this is your vibe. It is a pretty Asian art piece. They're kind of naked, but nothing showing that shouldn't be showing, so it's cool to show on whatnot. Totally safe. It's under glass. It's framed. You can hang it up. I think it's like, we said it's like an 8 or 11 by 8. up and going just for $1. Last piece of the day. Thank you so much for your bid. And Oddball Era, that is heading to you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. Thank you for a wonderful show. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all being here so early in the morning. Tomorrow night, I am doing the community show at 4:30, talking about taxes. Wednesday, we have New Seller Surge Ray Train. Friday morning is my chat show at 7 a.m. Come see me. We talk about all things, all things. And then Saturday, Dollar Starts, Primitive, Ironstone, a little bit of salvage. With that, we're going to go rate I Love Discounts. Thank you all. Hope you have a great rest of your week.
Thanks for joining us. Buckle up. See you next time